Great. Well, speaking of Kirk Cousins, Lawrence, Falcons general manager Terry Fontenot said the team would keep Kirk Cousins and his huge cap number as a backup to Michael Penix. Do you buy that?
Yeah, because what else are they going to do? They kind of made that bed. They about to lay in it with all that money that they gave to Kirk Cousins. And obviously, unless something could be worked out, Super Bowl week, I believe it was Kirk Cousins he's like, hey, I'm ready to go. I was hurt. My elbow was hurt. Like, I'm back and ready to go. So he kind of alluded to his struggles due to the injury. But Michael Penix got in there and quickly showed in his limited time that he's the guy already. We didn't expect Michael Penix to be starting so soon. But now that he had some, a little bit success, he gelled with the offense quickly. They're it looks like the Falcons staff is kind of saying to him, like, your move now, Kurt. We'll keep you as the backup, even though you said, like, you're ready to go. Now what?
Yep.
And it depends on sort of, honestly, Kirk's attitude. Now, Kirk is, well known as a good guy, good locker room guy. We'll probably take this news and try to do what he can to help Penix prepare for the league. But, it's got to be kind of a
wants to play.
He wants to play. A year after, he was a hot free agent where, a team had to pay him $100 million guaranteed to get him to come there. Now they're like, oh, yeah, you're sitting behind this rookie.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, as much as I heard that relationship was really good last year, even after, obviously, they had to sit Kirk down. But he's a guy that he'll want to play. I'm personally not buying
because, by the way,
this.
he would be a better option for a number of teams in the NFL.
He knows that.
Right?
He knows Kevin Stefanski would probably go there on a cheap deal,
Browns,
whatever it may be.
If the Giants can't get something done with Stafford, but they do want a veteran, like Kirk Cousins to New York makes sense, right?
Absolutely
Honestly,
does.
Kirk Cousins to either New York team actually makes a little sense.
Genuinely.
You could see him as a stock. Like, I think what the Jets should do, I think the Jets should draft Jalen Milroe and then get, whether it's Tyrod Taylor or
I think they're going to go after Fields.
After Fields?
Yeah.
Great.
Or at least have conversations.
Sure.
What about Kirk Cousins to the Jets, Connor?
I just don't know if he has anything left in the tank. And, man, that's a tough bet to make for Aaron Glenn, who, at his podium yesterday, he's not looking at this as I'm here to rebuild. He's just not looking at it that way. He's like, I think this roster is good. He was ripping off players' names that are not even stars, and he's like, I want to win. And the league will know more physically about Cousins than we do. That's what we know. He can play, but does he have anything left in the tank physically? We don't know. Didn't look good last year.
I would be pretty surprised if he's the backup to Michael Penix. Like, when has a $100 million quarterback ever sat on the bench? Like, it just doesn't.
No, because it also, by the way, you have to think about this not only from a player perspective, or like you have to think about like the team, and you have to think about like the atmosphere. And it's just like if you're Raheem Morris, do you want every press conference Penix throws 2 picks in a game? Yep. What about Kirk? Are you thinking about going back to Kirk? Like, it opens up questions like every single day. Hey, go into the locker room. Hey, Bijan, do you think Kirk should be the quarterback? Now, like, it's an albatross hanging around the team where you don't want that.
He's used to that, though, because last year when Kirk Cousins was doing it, they would say, when are you going to put Penix in? When you go? So Jay, you were saying, are you saying it to the point where they'll move him?
I would think so. I think I'm not sure how viable a trade is going to be with that cap hit, but I don't know. I would imagine that a release at that
They'll have to eat a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? Or could they do a trade, but we'll eat most of it or something like that? Yeah.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins for Deshaun Watson. Who says no?
America says no to that one.
I'm saying no right now.
Yeah. We all don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
But anyway, there's a lot of openings. And not a lot of quarterback talent to go around, which is why I do think it would be weird if Kirk Cousins has anything left physically, it'd be weird that he would not have a starting job.
Yep.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.